Composer's Award for the Song of the Year, and he performed and recorded with the likes of, one of my idols, Buffy Sainte-Marie, Oscar Peterson, Morris Albert, Jack Lenz, Alan Parsons, as I said, myself. What a thrill, what an honor. Jackie Richardson, Mika Barnes, and Waleed Abdulhamid. You know, I think that this album's been a while in the making, but I know for the two of them, for Mary Lou and for John, it's really been a passionate experience. I've been hearing them through the whole process and how much they've loved what they're doing. Songs in many languages, sounds from piano to synthesized film scores. Those are all the things that John has done, and traditional classical melodies. He's brought all that expertise and passion into this project with Mary Lou. So tonight, they'll be performing some of their favorite songs, including a couple from their new jazz album, Lemon Meringue Pie, which will be available soon in the coming months. And I know I'm going to be first on the list to get one. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mary Lou Sicoly and John Ebata.
My goodness. How do you follow that? Thanks so much, Patty. It's an honor to have you as MC for this evening's event. We're thrilled to present to you our live studio sessions performed at MediaWorks StudioEast, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia. Thanks to Terry Mosher, owner and co-founder, for the great work and for the initial welcome. As Patty mentioned, we'll be featuring some of our favorite songs, and a couple of them are going to be featured on our upcoming CD, Lemon Meringue Pie, hence the yellow jacket. I'm going yellow this year. John has been musical director for Patty for many years, and I have been the recipient of his great talent as well, being the producer and arranger and champion of this project before and through COVID. This has been, Patty, you said it all. It's been a labor of love because we started it before, and it is completed and just being completed in the next months. We're also looking forward to some live work. I didn't hear anything, dead silence. That sounds so good in the Maritimes. And that's thanks to our management, Ascenso Promotions. And so a big shout out tonight to our wonderful manager, Mr. Dennis Wilson. Dennis, thanks for. Our first selection is Paper Moon. It's written by Harold Arlen, recorded by many artists, including Nat King Cole and later his beautiful daughter, Natalie Cole. And so without further ado, let's start the program. Music. Let's go. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. But without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. Doodly 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 bop bop ba doo 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 doo. Oh, say it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Say it's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in
a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Say it's only a paper moon sailing over a cardboard sea, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Whoa, whoa. Say it's only a canvas sky hanging over a muslin tree, but it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in me. Without your love, it's a honky-tonk parade. Without your love, it's a melody played in a penny arcade. It's a Barnum and Bailey world, just as phony as it can be. But it wouldn't be make-believe if you believed in doodly 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 bop bop ba doo 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 doo. Yeah.
So that's our version of Paper Moon. That's John's arrangement with all the little diddlies at the beginning and at the end. And it's just, Patty, that little wee bit of frill that just makes the whole. Don't you agree?
It was great. I loved it. It really swung, and I loved that arrangement. I had the pleasure of seeing Natalie Cole perform in the Imperial Room, and you know something? I so enjoyed it much. I did. I'm not just saying that. I really loved it. Great work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And John, you know, too fast for me. I can't even watch those hands usually, let alone hear them so fast.
I did an interview with the Northern Ontario, the Borderline Radio, and the fellow that interviewed me was very, very good. And he had heard some of John's playing, and so during one of the choruses, he played about 4 or 5 of our tunes. And he turned around at one point, he said, like, I play on the piano. He's quite talented. And he said, play guitar. John's demonic. He says, I can't keep up. I can't even listen to how fast he's playing. So it was a great compliment as well, and obvious and well earned. Yeah.
Yes. So. John, he doesn't say a lot. He works it all out through his hands, right, John?
Mm-hmm. You know, it's hard getting, when you have 2 female vocalists as your people on your screen, it's very hard to get a word in. So I have to, okay, I've got the intro. It's going to be piano solo.
They have to listen to his riffs because they won't hear anything else, Patty?
That's right. That's
exactly right.
Well, we're thrilled we've got a lot more to listen to, so I'm so happy about that.
Exactly. Well, this next song is a medley. And when John presented it to me, some of these songs we did when we were starting to do just regular gigs together, and he'd suggest something. And of course, my first reaction is always like a deer in the headlights. Oh, I can't sing that. I don't think I can do that. And so, and usually, oh, let's do this because this artist does it. And John would say, yes, that's a good song. You're not singing it exactly the way the cover. No, you're not doing that. We're going to do it in our own way. And so he'd come back, a couple of weeks later, he'd say, here's the arrangement. And it would always be something that it would be quite a long time for me to work at, and but just absolutely outstanding, you know. This Time After Time medley is Cyndi Lauper and Rob Hymans and Julie Stein and Sammy Kahn, the two, the modern and the traditional. And this will be featured. This was months of work, I think, with both of us. This, but well worth it. It will be featured on Lemon Meringue Pie. And so let's hear Time After Time.
Lying in my bed, I hear the clock tick and think of you, caught up in circles. Confusion is nothing new. Flashback. Warm nights almost left behind. Suitcase of memories. Time after. Sometimes you picture me, I'm walking too far ahead. You're calling to me, I can't hear what you said. Then you say, go slow, and I fall behind. The second hand unwinds. If you're lost, you can look, and you will find me. Time after time, I tell myself that I'm so lucky to be loving you. So lucky to be the one you run to see in the evening when the day is through. I only know what I know. The passing years will show. You've kept my love so young, so new, and time after time, you'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving. After my picture fades and darkness has turned to gray, watching through windows, you're wondering if I'm okay. Secrets stolen from deep inside, and the drum beats out of time. If you're lost, you can look, you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting there time after time. If you're lost, you can look, you know you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting there for you time after time and time after time. You'll hear me say that I'm so lucky to be loving you.
Wow, I love that. That took me somewhere right now. Somewhere back in time. It was beautifully done. Both of you loved it. Well done.
Thank you. I talk about the CD being a labor of love because as many musicians have had over this last year. And this song in itself was, I think I spent the most time on it, months, not weeks, but months working on it. And so it's really a very, very precious to me, this song, and it's going to be on the CD. It is on the CD. This next tune is by the old composers Richard Rodgers and Lawrence Hart, Funny Valentine. Who doesn't love it? First featured in the 1939 film Babes in Arms, starring Judy Garland, Mickey Rooney, and Matt Damon sang it in the Talented Mr. Ripley in 1999. It has been sung by, Patty, I'm sure, hundreds or thousands of artists. Just about
everybody. Just about everybody at one time or another.
Some personally have done it, yes. It has always been one of my very, very favorites, and so we're just delighted to do this for you now. Funny Valentine.
My funny Valentine, sweet comic Valentine, you make me smile with my heart. Your looks are laughable, unphotographable, yet you're my favorite work of art. It's your figure less than Greek? Is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? But don't you change a hair for me. Not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay. Each day is Valentine's Day. Is your figure less than Greek? And is your mouth a little weak when you open it to speak? Are you smart? Are you really, really smart? But don't change one hair for me. Not if you care for me. Stay, little Valentine. Stay. Each day is Valentine's. Each day is Valentine's. Each day is Valentine's Day.
And you were on fire as usual, but that was a gorgeous rendition of that song. Just took me
Patty,
somewhere. I'm in this, smoke. I don't smoke, but smoky place, dimly lit. Really beautiful.
Patty,
Very
thank you so much. I was going to say that you can relate to that. There are some songs, you can do them over and over for years and years, and you just get lost in them. You say, oh, it's your comfort zone. It's your go-to. You get into, you say, oh, I know I can hit all the notes because I'm so relaxed. That song envelops you. And this is one of the songs that does that to me. It just pulls me in.
John's arrangement.
No
John,
question.
you make every day feel like Valentine's Day with this song. Not to be schmaltzy, but beautiful.
And the musical director tells the singer, oh no, you've got to do it. Well, why don't you reach up to those higher notes? And, Mary Lou's got this phenomenal range that just from the top to the bottom. it's interesting because I'm looking on Facebook and seeing the number of great singers that are on there. I see Kim and I see Lori and
Oh, yay.
you know, some you know, great talent watching.
Yes.
And Mickey. Oh,
Mickey,
yeah.
oh, how nice to have you all join. Thank you, all of you, for tuning in. I've got my cousins. I've got my cousin Jan and Elizabeth, Mary Claire, Jay Purdy, one of the best drummers I ever worked with. Just so wonderful to see them out there and taking the time to listen in. So thank you so much. And so we'll move on. This next tune, I have a very quick backstory, and Patty will be happy with this because she knows about John's affiliations through the industry and all his work and so on. But the next song is September. Imagine doing an EWNF song written by Maurice White, Ellie Willis, and El McKay. And when John suggested that we do it, I said, well, oh gosh, I couldn't go near that. I'm not going to do it with the, no. Once again, I got the Johnny Battle line. We're not doing it that way. We're doing it a different way. And I can remember some time back when I really started to get impressed with John's connections. We were rehearsing and he had arranged for a whole group of people to go and see EWNF, and one of his good friends who had gotten the tickets didn't get enough. And so he said, just a minute, I have to just contact somebody. I said, oh, what's the matter? Well, I don't have enough tickets. So, and I said to him, John, who are you emailing? He said, no, I'm not emailing, I'm texting a friend of mine. And I said, well, who are you texting? Myron McKinley, the musical director of EWNF. And my jaw dropped, of course. I couldn't sing the rest of the rehearsal. And then I said, oh yeah, well, you know, Myron, he's in the States. He's not gonna. About 10 minutes later, John, how many more tickets do you need? Just text them right back. I go, so of course then I went, well, excuse me, I'm in the presence of greatness here. When he presented the arrangement to me again, oh my goodness, well, with practice and with a lot of good coaching, and I'll mention at this point my wonderful, wonderful voice coach who brought me to this place, good friend of Patty's too, Mr. Mika Barnes, great performer. He's used to be one of the Nylons. And when I was singing it for him during a lesson, he said, I'm not interfering with your album, but you will be putting this on the album, won't you? Because we weren't thinking of it. Well, I want everybody to have a listen. And here we have September.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. Our hearts were ringing in the key that our souls were singing. As we danced in the night, remember how the stars stole the night away. Hey, 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 party out. Say, do you remember? Party out. Dancing in September. Party out. Never was a cloudy day. Are with you, holding hands with your heart to see you. Only blue talking love. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now December found the love we shared in September. Only blue talking love. Remember true love we shared today. Hey, 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 Vadia, say do you remember Vadia, dancing in September? Vadia, never was a cloudy day. Yeah. The bells were ringing, our souls were singing. Do you remember? Never a cloudy day. Hey, 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 Vadia, say do you remember Vadia, dancing in September? Vadia, never was a cloudy day. Ba-do-do, 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 ba-do-do-dum-do-do-dum-do-do-dum-do-do-da-do-do-da. Ba-do-do-da-do-do-da-do-do-da-do-do-day. I say, Vadia, say do you remember Vadia, dancing in September? Vadia, golden dreams were shiny day.
I like this. I get my own applause
Loved it,
section.
loved it, loved it, loved it.
Oh,
That was great.
just September a la John Ebata. Absolutely, yeah. And I think Myron had heard it already. You had played it once. We did on the YouTube thing, and he sent you a lovely, just he liked it, and yeah, it was just oh my God. I said, oh please. He said, oh, we'll play it, and then he goes, I want Myron to. I went, of course I did that. Deer in the headlights again. No, they're not going to listen to it. So. But it
Okay,
was,
John knows his way around an arrangement. He can make it work. And that was beautiful, beautiful, John.
Well, you can't outdo Earth, Wind, and Fire. That song is just, it's, one of those keepers, and you just can't compete at all. So it's like, okay, well, let's just make it different, but still keep the spirit of Earth, Wind, and Fire there. And Myron is actually, he's doing his own shows too. So just for everybody out there, listen for Myron McKinley. So before he was Earth, Wind, and Fire, and they're a musical director touring all over the world, he was doing the same thing for Whitney Houston. He's done, Michael, you name it, just a great player. And, he's doing a Chick Corea tribute. That's the level of, and that's coming up soon.
up in the stratosphere of
Wow.
it's like.
Thank you, Myron, for everything.
Oh, that is for sure. I understand I'm getting some wonderful, as I see people writing it, and my wonderful cousins, I've got people from Sault Ste. Marie that are also tuning in as well. So Peter, hi, Susan, hi. Oh, these are all my besties and my family, and I so appreciate all of their support. Peter and Karen. This next song, I had the pleasure of meeting an old friend of John's who lived and worked in Ontario, but originally family from the East Coast. He is now living in the head of St. Margaret's Bay, and he's a bass player and a very, very good friend. And he asked, when I came to Gospel, I came to do some extra recording and some live work. He asked us to record this song. With pleasure, we did it, and we performed it at a beautiful outdoor house concert in the fall. It was like a summer's day. We were overlooking the bay. It was holy. It was absolutely beautiful. We've done a number of collaborations with Peter, and that he's posted with his photography as well on Facebook. But this is his song, With Me, With You, by Peter LeBlanc. Hope you enjoy it.
Turn off the light, build a fire bright. I'll keep warm tonight with you. Call me on the phone, I'm so all alone, and I'll be coming home with you. With you, with me, here with you. With you, with me, here with you. It won't be long, 'cause I'll be there with you before too long. Let's take a walk. I really love to walk right around the block with you. Put on that old CD, the one you got for me. It's all good, you see, with you. Doesn't matter. With you, with me, here with you. With you, with me, here with you. It won't be long, 'cause I'll be there with you before too long. With me, here with you. With you, with me, here with you. It won't be long, 'cause I'll be there with you before too long. Don't you hesitate. It could get too late, and I'm at heaven's gate with you. So turn off the light and keep your fire bright. Oh, I'll keep warm tonight with you. With you, with me, here with you. With you, with me, here with you. It won't be long, 'cause I'll be there with you. Right here, right beside you. I'll be there with you. before too long.
Great collaboration. I really love that. I'm really jealous though because you actually get to have played some concerts. I mean, for me, no live concerts for a year. Where, of course, in the East Coast, you've had just such a blessing to be able to perform for people, and so I'm a little bit jealous about that. But really loved that last collaboration with Peter.
I don't blame you one single bit. I couldn't believe it. It was like breathing. When I went there, we did a jazz club, we did an outdoor concert besides the recordings that I was doing. And then, of course, I've been back here most of the time. So it's the same thing. It's like it's a desert, you're starving, and you say, oh my goodness, we need that nourishment again. And so that's what we're looking forward to. But Patty, you've done so much work, and all of a sudden, it's frozen. But
Well,
we have to.
It's all virtual, which is I even enjoy that though. That's even a blessing just to be on the other side of a Zoom,
Absolutely.
Gig, and it's been great. But not like getting together with live people. So that's great. Keep it up, John. We're all living vicariously through you right now.
Well, you'll just have to come to the East Coast and play this summer.
That's exactly what we're waiting for.
I love to be back there. A few tours, and never forget the beautiful people and the gorgeous places. For sure,
it is beautiful. Yeah. Absolutely. Now, I don't think there's too many people that don't know who Bill Withers is, and so John's always throwing me these challenges. So several months back, he said, "I want you to hear this tune." I said, "I was YouTubing." He's always looking for new stuff, and this is a beautiful rendition by Gladys Knight and one by Jamie Foxx. And so, of course, my first response is always, my goodness, can I even touch that, Well, work. There's no shortcuts. And this tune appealed to me because it's called Grandma's Hands. And for all of my family up in Sault Ste. Marie, we have a family. My grandmother was the eldest of 10 children. We called her Granny. I was her only granddaughter, and there's not a day goes by I don't think about her. And so I dedicate this to Granny. That's what I called her. This is my grandma, because I know she's listening. Grandma's Hands.
Grandma's hands clapped in church on Sunday morning. Grandma's hands played the tambourine so well. Grandma's hands used to issue out a warning. She'd say, "Mary, don't you run so fast. Might fall on a piece of glass. Might be snakes there in that grass." Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands soothe the local unwed mother. Grandma's hands used to ache sometimes and swell. Grandma's hands used to lift her face and tell her, she'd say, "Baby, Grandma understands that you really love that man. Put yourself in Jesus' hands." Grandma's hands. Grandma's hands used to hand me a piece of candy. Grandma's hands picked me up each time I fell. Grandma's hands, boy, they really came in handy. She'd say, Maddie, don't you whip that girl. What you wanna spank her for? She didn't drop no apple core. Grandma anymore. If I get to heaven, when I get to heaven, if I get to heaven, when I get to heaven, I'm gonna look for Grandma's hands, so kind and warm and tender. Then I'll know I'll be in heaven. She'll hold me and she'll tell me, oh Mary, don't you worry anymore, 'cause you're in your, I'll be in my grandma's sweet, beautiful, caring hands.
I haven't heard that song for a long time. I love the way you did it.
Oh, thank you. Isn't it
Yeah,
beautiful?
you.
It
really
really
profound,
moves me.
too. I think it really means a lot for this time because, you know, especially here, we've lost so many of our grandmas,
Of our
our
beloved.
elders, and yeah, I think it's really going to touch the heart of a lot of people. Very beautiful.
Very much so. I want to mention, as we move on to our last song, and a couple of thanks that I have, that John has championed the project. He really is the capo of this whole thing. On the album, of course, because my good friend Jay Purdy, I didn't hear any drums. No, the band that you're going to hear on the CD, on the album, has just tremendous musicians, and you'll see those credits. And Terry has been so kind as to roll the credits with the names of all of the musicians who played on the album. Just tremendous talent that I was so fortunate to be part of. Before the last song, we would like to thank our fantastic MC, a star, a Canadian star in her own right, Patty Janetta. Patty, thank you for taking the time. You don't even know Patty had rollerblades on, but you can't see her feet because she had a meeting in the morning, a meeting in the afternoon. Dave came in to do the sound check, and Patty slid in. I can't rollerblade anymore, but I guess you can. Patty, thank you. It's an honor to have you always with us. Her husband, Dave Baker, who's a gem. Terry Mosher, founder of MediaWorks StudioEast, for producing the broadcast. All the people on the credits, you'll see who they are, will roll after this song, for their talent and for helping to create the magic that is our music, that is all of our music, because that's what we're waiting to do, is to go back out there, as Patty said, and interact with audiences again and make music and make magic. And most of all, thank you to all our family and friends who tuned in this evening. I love you all. Thank you for taking the time to check out the music. As Patty will attest, with a long and successful career, the people who love and support our work make it possible for us to do what we love. And so we thank you for that. I'm going to introduce the last song. It's going to wake us all up because we've been in this zone. Oh, we love this. Oh, yeah, this takes me here and there. And now we're going to wake you up with a real up-tempo. This was sung in many genres, from Fred Astaire to Ella and Louie. And we're going to do a little Irving Berlin, Cheek to Cheek. And I think, Terry, after that, you'll take over. We're available here for a Q&A if you like. This is for all of our friends watching out there. Cheek to Cheek.
Heaven, I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Heaven, I'm in heaven, and the cares that hung around me through the week seem to vanish like a gambler's lucky streak when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I'd love to climb a mountain and to reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I'd love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arm about you. That charm about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together dancing cheek to cheek, 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 cheek to cheek. Oh, I'd love to climb a mountain and to reach the highest peak, but it doesn't thrill me half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Oh, I'd love to go out fishing in a river or a creek, but I don't enjoy it half as much as dancing cheek to cheek. Dance with me, I want my arm about you. That charm about you will carry me through to heaven. I'm in heaven, and my heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek when we're out together, when we're out together, when we're out together dancing, together dancing, 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 dancing cheek to cheek, cheek to cheek, cheek to cheek.
I'm laughing because we were laughing at the end. It's a fun tune, and the pace we take it at, you know. Yeah, we have a couple of endings that we do with it. That one, I was ready to do one more, and John stopped, and then we just stopped. And so, because we're so in tune, as you all know, when you're playing together like that, you know. So it's just so much fun. Every time I do, I just have lots of fun with it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So before we wrap up, can I say that this has been the most fun I've had all day, a crazy day, and this was just a wonderful space to be in, and you two are fantastic, and Terry, you're great. I have to say that I loved all these arrangements, really unique, beautiful. Some of them like just touched my heart, and some were just fun. Great. I really look forward to hearing this album again, and I'll be listening to all the tracks, and just want to thank you so much for having me. as I was honored to be here. I love working with both of you. You're fabulous. And definitely, if the day comes we all be together again, that would be just such a blessing. John, sometimes I've been with you behind that piano arc. I forgot to say that, but I see it in the poster. But here, like, you are so always in your element. I love you, whatever you're playing, but listening to this music, is just your heart and soul is all over it, as well as Mary Lou's. And Mary Lou, you call it lemon meringue pie, and I don't know if people know that you make a lot of lemon meringue pies. And
Just a follow-up.
there's going to be so many people liking this. You better open a bakery.
I was really afraid that eventually I just do it for special friends. So because that's exactly what it is. People love lemon meringue. So I'm learning. Anyway, that's another little
Thanks so much for having me.
skill. Thank you so much. And yes, we will be together again. We will, all of us. Thank you very, very much, Patty. So now, Terry, we'll bring Terry back in, our producer.
Wow, I couldn't be more pleased. You guys are awesome, and I enjoyed every minute of the conversation and the show. I look forward to working with you in the studio this summer. I really hope you can make it down and be on Atlantic Showcase live. And yes, these comments and everything will stay up. Everybody, like and share. It's so awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in, everyone, and making it a show that we will be proud of. We are proud of. So I'm just going to play the credits next. I have to call those up. And then some sort of credit music would be good, wouldn't it? I thought I had something here. Yeah, and then we're good to go. Whoops, the credits are almost ready. Okay, you're welcome. Here we go.